Well, we need to go in and actually have some time management or block time. So this is a screenshot of a Google Calendar. So if you're not using Google Calendar, there's a lot of different calendars out there. Google for Business is relatively cheap, $5 to $7 per user, depending on the level, but you can actually build out a calendar. Now on this calendar, there's a couple things I want to talk about. As we know, running a lawn and landscape business with the seasonality, no call, no show employees, hope we're being intentional on who we're hiring, just not 2 feet in a heartbeat. There's going to be some firefighting, and we built some time in here across the board for these areas, but it always doesn't happen at 8 a.m. So what we're going to do is kind of build at least an hour a day in to handle the chaos that's going to ensue, customer complaints, issues, things like that. If we're not dealing with issues in that block, then we're going to start shifting some things. But if we don't build some time in for the chaos, there's not going to be time for the chaos, and the chaos is going to take over our calendar. So it's never perfect. Josh is going to talk about this a little bit later in his experience, but there's some certain areas I want to talk about really first before we dive into the structure of this. So nobody really likes structure, but our employees really need structure. And if you're a solo entrepreneur with just like 5 or 6 guys and girls working with you, or you got a full blown out office, this structure works from anywhere from $500,000 up to some of our biggest companies are working 10 to 18 million in annual revenue. But the idea here is we're going to go in and look at our leadership meetings. So if you're a leadership team of 1 yourself, or your leadership team of 4 or 5 plus people, this is a time that I'm going to have to block out as the business owner to look at leadership. So when I get to the company scorecard, I'm going to share with you guys, I'm going to talk about what we should be talking on here, but each person, if they own that metric, needs to be reporting out on it and then coming to solutions. So if I'm the head of sales, and we're not hitting our sales goal, I need to be coming to this meeting with solutions of how do we fix that issue. Once again, now people are starting to buy ownership of these things. And if it's just you, Josh or Russell, I'm expecting you guys to sit down for an hour and review these stats, because as the business owner, there's only 3 things that you technically should be doing. 1 is setting the vision, 2 is building the team, and the 3rd is delivering results through financial wins and metrics. And this is what we're looking at. Are we hitting these goals? If not, we need to dive in to fix them. So that's the first piece there. The second piece here is our productivity. And this is our one-on-ones with our production manager, our sales, marketing person, office manager. And literally it's a quick 15 to 20 minute conversation. And it can be as simple as, hey, how's the family? How's things going on a personal level? We're dialing into that. We're building that relationship. Second thing is, hey, what did you work on last week? What are you working on this week? Is there any roadblocks or hurdles or things you need from me, whether it's a financial investment or some mentoring? And I still do this at SimpleGrowth with our leadership team. And the third or the last one is, hey, any kudos or compliments for some team members and what they're doing there to kind of just create that positive morale. But if we're not touching base with them, things are going to start to go sideways. This is absolutely critical. In the early days of Callahan's, when things got busy in the spring, we got away from this. And things started to get sideways. We really need to make sure we're supporting those team members. One thing you don't see on that part is literally the crews. So you're going to do that in a crew rollout. It doesn't have to be as structured, but hey, where you budget versus actual? Like, did you hit your goals last week? Was there a quality score? Did you use your mobiles clocking in and out of the software you're using to hit your budgeted time so we know exactly we got good data for reporting and raising prices? Those are the things. And like, hey, is there anything you guys need? Like maybe they've got a weed whacker that they've been limping along for the last 2 weeks and it's affecting them. That's a time for them to talk to you. But the idea is we've got our leadership meeting here. We've got our one-on-ones with our non-production, and then in the crew rollout in the mornings, we're going to be grabbing each crew and having once a week just a quick conversation.